Good morning, everyone. I a little Trey Songz "Animal" for you this morning. I do not own the rights to that song, but I thought it was pretty appropriate considering my morning so far. So I have to tell you, and forgive me, I ate an everything bagel, so I may have some things in my teeth, which could be a little distracting. I usually check, but this morning I was just like, oh, my husband's getting ready to leave, so we were talking about a few things. Anyway, it's kind of funny because one of the things that we've been able to really enjoy with this time off is nature in general. We moved to a new home the beginning of March, and we're renting here in Havelock. And we have a wooded lot, which was super important to both of us. We kind of wanted to be on the water, but we were like, we just definitely want something that's a little more remote, a little more kind of where we could be to ourselves. But we also realized how much we both love nature. And it has been amazing. So this morning I get super excited and I look out and like these squirrels are just crazy outside. Like, I kid you not, like I've always loved watching squirrels, but these ones are just so animated and they crack me up. I look out, just looked out the window. There's one like way up on this branch. But what we've been able to do during this time is just really, enjoy this and see the craziness. My husband looked out this morning, and this is why I'm chuckling. And one of the squirrels jumped from one of the trees to the other one, and like, stuff's flying everywhere. And he's like, "Whoa!" And I'm just like, "Yeah, they're little acrobats, like they're just crazy, and they're constantly going after each other." And it just makes me laugh. Like, look, we put food out there. We're going to keep putting food out there as long as we can. And you guys are going to be fine. Little fat, sassy squirrels. And the great thing is that we also were able to see an absolutely amazing, I mean, we have some really beautiful cardinals I've talked about a lot. We have robins out there, we have doves, we have finches. I mean, we have so many different kinds of birds here, and it's so amazing to look at them. But we have a woodpecker, which I'm loving and I'm also a little scared about, right? Because I know that they can cause a lot of damage. So there are plenty of trees out there, and she is absolutely beautiful with their big red head and bluer body. But it's just like it's so amazing to see him out there, and it was so funny because he kept like going up and down the tree that we actually have. He's in the squirrel food, which I thought was also pretty ironic. He's like taking his head and going clear into the little hole for the squirrels, and he's like pulling out all this food, and then he just like climb back up the tree and then come back down. So that's been my interesting morning outside of getting my workout in, which was amazing. I definitely realize that this program requires a little bit more weight, so I'm probably going to have to run to Dick's or something else that maybe is still open at this point where I get a little heavier weights. I only had 3 5s and 8s at this point, and I think I only found one 8-pound weight, so I'm definitely gonna have to do something or find the other one. I still have a couple of boxes. I'm down to only about maybe 8 or 10 left total. I mean, that's like totes and everything to get unpacked, but which I'm pretty happy about. I'm like, with this workout, it's definitely a little bit more intense when it comes to actually strength training, and I just need a little heavier weights. So I'm probably gonna look at that. If you guys have any suggestions, I'm definitely open for anything that may still be open right now. But I kind of just wanted to come in here today. I mean, I cannot believe that I have been coming at you guys live every day for 19 days straight. That's an incredibly long time, I feel like. I was hoping that it wouldn't last this long, but I am kind of excited because it's really taught me to kind of really be a little bit more introspective and actually embrace that time and think about the things that I can share with you that would have value and really maybe make a difference in your life. One of the things that I just want to, okay, first of all, wait, I have a couple of things, right? Okay, today's my mom's birthday. She's 60. So happy birthday, Mom. I called her this morning at 7 o'clock, and normally she's up, and I woke her up. I feel like such a jackass. I'm like, I'm so sorry because it's tax season and my mom does taxes and she works like crazy. So I'm sorry, Mom, but I love you and happy, happy, happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing day. So, like I said, for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 posts, if you know my mom, please make sure that you tell her happy birthday because I'm sure she would enjoy it and it will make her day. But there were certain things, kind of like the animals, and I also had a memory today that I shared that was amazing, and it was like basically talking about, I was having a really, really crappy day, and all of a sudden, I heard a song, right, that took me back to my childhood that, I used to listen to with my grandma. And every time I hear that song, it just made me smile. And it's actually kind of ironic because I'm pretty sure it was a Conway Twitty song that I posted about. And my husband woke up this morning and he walks out, and my husband hates country music. Like, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. He is not a fan at all. Very rarely does he find a song. Usually it's like a crossover pop type of song. And he started singing Conway Twitty. Now, granted, I torture him because I love it. And occasionally when I'm cooking or doing something, I will put country on, right? And it's playing throughout the house. But he started singing Conway Twitty song, and I was like, what is going on here? And of course I had to smile because I'm like, okay, today's gonna be a good day. It's really just gonna be a good day. So that being said, he also had like a nice change yesterday. If you watch my video from yesterday, he was having some anxiety Sunday night about yesterday and about having normalcy in his life. And ironically, he got a call from a police officer and was requested to go out on site. Right now, they're not actually doing site visits unless it's absolutely necessary. And that made him feel good. And it also kind of helped him feel like he was more back in his routine because he was actually in front of people and talking to people. So that being said, I definitely want to reach out to you guys. I want to see how everybody's doing. I know that I've read, some things. Like I said, I try to keep this really positive. That was the whole point of this, was really to bring some positivity in your life when all of this craziness was going on. But I have seen, and it definitely worries me. And again, it's really kind of the whole big thing for me, is to put that positivity back out there. But I have seen a lot of people that are suffering from mental illness that are, during this time, they're feeling even more secluded, even more isolated, and more away. Hey, Megan, good morning. And I just want you guys to really think about that and reach out to somebody who maybe you haven't talked to, maybe somebody you feel like has become a little bit more of an introvert than maybe they were before. Somebody who maybe is known to suffer from mental illness. Really think about that and just say hey to them. I know I've said this many times, but I feel like I can't say that enough right now because I feel like there are people who just aren't doing well. And maybe they already wouldn't be doing well, but this is just kind of putting them over the edge, right? This is that one thing that, being completely isolated. I know this weekend, I just told my husband, I was like, thank you. I was just like, he's like, I'm going to run to Lowe's. And I'm like, can I go with you? Please, can I go with you? And he was like, you want to go to Lowe's? And I'm like, yep, I want to get out of the house. Like, I just want to get out of the house. And I'm normally a homebody, right? Like, because I've always worked jobs where I'm like constantly go, go, go. Like, for me, being home, this is my sanctuary. I get to look at my animals and all of, everything that's going on, the wildlife outside, and it makes me happy. But to be honest with you, to feel like, I was talking to my grandma about this yesterday. It's kind of like, when you don't have a car, all you want to do is run. But when you have that car sitting out there and you can go and do whatever you want to do, it's like, I'll just stay. I'll stay put. I don't really want to go anywhere. And so it's just kind of funny that, really it's almost like we want the opposite of what we have, right? And I think for me, that's not necessarily the case, but I can say that being stuck here, yes, exactly. Social media negativity is not going to help anything when people are sad or people are dealing with this stuff, being stuck at home, and all you're doing is reading that. Again, that's why I'm putting these videos out here. That's why I'm trying to bring a little light and sunshine into your day. And me with my silly headband, hopefully that makes some of you smile. I know I was laughing at myself when I was doing my workout. I'm like, look, I sweated like crazy yesterday. I am putting something on my head to help keep me from, getting it in my eyes. But today I didn't sweat as much, but it was definitely more about, working my muscles. So anyway, getting back to it, it's just kind of like, this weekend, and we go to Lowe's, and I was like, I don't know who is in charge of this playlist, but this shit is the bomb. So I'm walking around Lowe's, and forgive me for cursing. I think most of you know that that's who I am. But I'm walking around singing. I'm dancing all over the place in Lowe's, and my husband is just like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm free. I am so free right now. I'm so happy. So, again, It's something simple. Lowe's isn't right down the road from us. It's a good 20 minutes away. So it's not something that I would just necessarily like go to just to go to. But we did need to pick up some things. We're doing some yard work. We're doing stuff around the house. So it was like, okay, I have a purpose. And then we went to Walmart. I was like, oh my gosh, 2 stores in one day. And we were looking at flowers, and flowers make me happy. And I think we just need to think about the things that maybe, we don't always have the time for. Maybe we don't always, think about those little things. But it's like, oh my gosh, yes, that song, that woodpecker, the squirrels jumping around, the flowers that I can go see, my puppy that just came in and wanted to say hi to everybody. Tell him hi, say hi. All of these little things, like he's seeing his dad leave, so he's looking out. They make me happy. And there may be something small like that that you can bring into somebody else's life right now, because people definitely need it. And whether it be just stopping by, waving, you don't have to actually go in, you don't have to actually see them, but I think seeing you might make a difference. I think also, and just in all fairness, like I was driving Lyft and Uber before. I am not doing that because the last couple of times that I had the app on, I literally waited 10 hours and got like one ride in 3 days. So there wasn't a lot of people, but at the same time, I think that, there probably are people out there now who maybe need to go to the store, who maybe need that. They can always sit in your back seat and you could run them to the store if they don't have a car. They probably don't have the same access to things that they did before. And again, sometimes it's just a matter of getting the heck out of the house, getting away from things. I remember when we were at Lowe's, some guys like, oh my gosh, is everybody out doing yard work today? As we're all kind of like watching and trying to not invade anybody's space, right? We're all like, okay, 6 feet, 6 feet. But at the same time, and I'm like, heck yeah, it's a beautiful day. Why wouldn't we be doing yard work, right? And then on top of that, you have me acting a fool, which is normal. It's totally normal, but I'm sure it was like completely exacerbated by the fact that like I've been stuck in the house. I'm like, okay, I need life. I need interaction, social interaction. And so like going out and me just singing at the top of my lungs in Lowe's, because this is what I do. Ask my children, ask anybody. But I think everybody just kind of like, they're all chuckling, and one of the girls started singing with me. And, we're all in this together, guys. So think about that. And again, think about how you can help somebody else, maybe in an unorthodox way. Maybe it's just reaching out to them saying, hey, maybe it is running them to the store. Maybe it's bringing them a plant and dropping it off at their house because that flowers make them happy. Maybe a little beta fish. I don't know. Like everybody's different. But the thing of it is I want you to just really think about how you can be hyper aware of your friends and family and see how they're doing. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, just try to do that. I'm going to say with 3 people today, just 3 people, just reach out to 3 people, check on them, see what they're doing. Try to make a difference in one person's life today, just one. Because if everybody does that, you know what I mean? We can make a huge impact. But I also want to talk to you guys about something I'm super excited about. And then I'm going to jump off of here and let you guys get on with the rest of your day. But today at 3:00, and I posted about it a couple of times, but I really, really, and I'm sorry, I have something tickling on my nose. I really want to make sure that I am sharing this with you because it's huge. It is so huge to me. So the CEO of our company, Beachbody, is actually going to be doing a live today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what he's going to do is he's going to talk about a day in a life of a Beachbody coach, what our mission is, what we're doing, why we're doing it. There's going to be some top coaches on there talking about their lives and how their lives have changed and how they're changing the lives of so many other people. And this really just goes back to who I am, what's important to me, and the fact that I wanted to have a home-based business. So they're going to talk to you about how you can do that. I actually shared an event that I posted and am sharing with a lot of people. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go live myself at 2:30 in that event and talk about how it's changed my life. and what I do on a daily basis. And then at 3 o'clock, you're actually going to get to see Carl Deichler, as well as, like I said, the top coaches. I'm not sure who else is going to be on there, but I'm sure it's going to be incredibly exciting. And if you thought about owning your own business, or working on your health and fitness, and you love helping other people, I mean, what's it hurt to jump on, right? Like, it's something that can definitely make a huge difference in your life and the life of other people. So on that, I am going to end the day. Good morning, Roy. And I just want to say, like I said, reach out to 3 different people, try to make the difference in one person's life. Please take time to, while you can, to enjoy the things that you love and love the things that you enjoy. I know that, my husband and I have been ready to kill each other, but at the same time, it's also really helped us focus on communicating better. We've really talked through a lot of things where before we both just get frustrated and, we'd have to go on with our lives. We'd have to go to work, or we'd have to do whatever. And we've really taken the time during this, again, as challenging as it's been, to really focus on building our relationship and working on our communication. So that's not all bad. There's a lot of good things that are coming out of this. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. If you're interested in being on that call with me today, just let me know, send me a message. I did post the event, so just comment that you want to be there. If you say that you're going to the event, it'll show up when I post everything. So anyway, definitely want to share that with you. Enjoy your day, guys. Be active and be happy. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Have a great day.